Welcome back, guys. I am Nini Manyani Gabor here, and I'm back with another awesome video. Like my makeup, this look was done using the Jeffree Star Alien palette. My mascara is the purple Lime Crime Astronomical Mascara. Awesome stuff. And I had a little bit of more fun today because on my lids is one of the shimmer colors from the fabulous Moondust palette by Urban Decay, which is what we're going to be talking about today. Not this palette, but Urban Decay. So, my fat hot ass is going to be fanning the flames of my faggotry as I do, darling, while I do this video. Also, my lipstick today is Ritual Decay in their Forbidden Lipstick in the shade something I can't read. Oracle? I hope. I'll figure it out. It'll be on the screen, guys. Ritual Decay. I have a video out about their products. Excellent stuff. Really, really like it. So, today we are talking about Urban Decay, specifically the Urban Decay Naked Palette. This is going to be my first impressions plus a swatching video. And then I'll be back with a full review sometime in the future to give you more of an idea of what I really thought of it. But for right now, let's just do an impressions of whether or not I think this is worth the money. Let me tell you right now, if you collect the Urban Decay Naked palettes like I kind of do, then maybe it's worth it. It's not terribly expensive, but it's not cheap, honey. These things run like, I think 60 bucks brand new maybe. I'm not exactly sure. And this color story apparently isn't everyone's cup of tea, or so I've heard. I really like this color story myself. I'm very pleased with the color story, honestly. In my opinion, this color story is very pretty. And yes, this color, the two colors that kind of at the end are a little slightly out of place in terms of being much darker. But if you look at the palette itself, right, the full thing, it's ranged, you know. There's lights, there's mediums, and then they want to throw in some darker shades. A lot of these palettes, let's bust out, which I happen to be right in front of my Urban Decay area in my collection. So we have some of the Naked palettes here. The last one to be released, I believe, was this one, which is the Wild West palette, okay? And again, light to dark. And sure, these color stories might make a little bit more sense in terms of the overall color story. And this one has a range. Maybe not doesn't go from light to dark in one direction, but there's a series of darker tones here with some lighter ones. So I get where it's a little out of place maybe in the overall color story. You're looking at these pastels and these lights and beiges and pinks and some teal, and then wondering, whoa, where does this really intense brick red come from? And I get that. That does kind of seem a tad out of place. I don't know. They tried to sort of represent it on the cover a little bit maybe, but to give you kind of an idea that there might be something a little darker in here. But I don't know. Here we go with the Cherry palette. Now this one goes from light to dark, and that's pretty dark, guys. I mean, I don't know. And then the last one I have is the Ultraviolet palette, which I adore. So, you know, I have a little collection of these Naked palettes already going. I love Urban Decay. I am a fan of their products already. So, full disclosure, by the way, I bought this. This is not PR. But I did get this before anyone else did. I got my connections, y'all. Don't trip. So let's do this. I like to keep my boxes for decorations. So I'm going to be finding this with the boxes. The first color that we're going to swatch here is called it's called AI. So this is AI right here. And I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to swatch it right here for y'all. Ooh, that is really light. One more time. Just one more time. Ooh. I don't know, can you guys see that? It's right there. And it might show up more on the camera. I've had that happen a lot. And then the next color that I'm doing is called Metadata. Metadata. And that's right here. And again, it's a very subtle, light, peachy champagne sort of color. See, I don't even know if you guys can see it really. Let me try this one more time. And the next shade, which is pretty much like full on peachy, is this one, and it's called Virtual. Virtual, that's Virtual right there. Next up, we have Electrode. which is a full-on peach shimmer, like deep peach shimmer. Look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous, you guys. Next up, we have another shimmer tone. This one's looks like it's a multi-chrome, and it's beautiful. This watermelon with like a green teal shift. And I don't know if you guys can see the shift in that, but it is fabulous. Like, honestly, that is breathtaking in my opinion. And that melon shift color is called Cyberspace. Okay, the next one's called Gadget. This is Gadget right here, and it's a beautiful peachy rosy peach. And then the shimmer that kind of is next to that looks like a pink, straight up pink shimmer. There's not a lot of multi-chrome happening. It's right here. It looks like just straight up pink shimmer. Alright. After that, which is called Call IT, this one's called Not a Bot. It's right here. As you can see, it's pretty shiny. And Not a Bot is one of the sort of multi-chrome. It has a white shift with a pink undertone. Looks like a straight up metallic sparkle. Alright, next up we have this gorgeous blue shift. Static. Very light, very subtle. Then we have Y2K. Oh my gravy. Look at that, you guys. Did you see that Y2K one? I don't know if the camera can do it justice, but to the naked eye, it has a frosty blue shift and like a reddish brown undertone. So it looks reddish brown in the light, kind of like how it looks right there to my eye. And then when you hit the light on it, maybe that can get it. Do you see? I don't know. I tried. These other two I'm going to do on my hand right here for you guys. And the last two here are called Override and Bite. And Bite is spelled B-Y-T-E. So this is Override right here, which is another beautiful brown, sort of reddish brown undertone with like a blue-green sort of shift. And then this one is that gorgeous brick. And I mean, now Urban Decay knows their shit when we're talking about mattes, okay? And this is no exception. The mattes in this collection are no exception, but this in particular, this matte is heavily pigmented, and it doesn't skip. That's a beautiful, look at that gorgeous wave it made. I mean, and that's just me running my finger across it, and it still looks, I mean, that could be an eyebrow. A really dramatic eyebrow, but an eyebrow nonetheless, and really pretty. This palette impresses me so far. We're gonna have to, you know, just keep up, you know, use it and try it out and see where it takes us. We're just gonna have to give it a chance and try it out and see what happens, you know. I'm not gonna judge it till I try it. Honestly, if you're an Urban Decay stan, you know it's already worth it to you or not. If you're like me and you have a collection of Urban Decay, but you're not necessarily a complete and utter stan, and need to own absolutely everything that they make, you know, it's something to think about. And you have until I believe the 26th of this month is when this is planning on coming out, so you have time to think about it and sort of maybe look at some other videos or see what people have to say. I am going to put out another video on this palette in about a week, and we're going to talk about the usability of this palette. Because right now I'm impressed by my first impressions are that it's beautiful, it looks fun, they finally are stepping into this multi-chrome space, which they haven't really done a whole lot of, and I'm really looking forward to that. Last things that they had released that I was really happy with are the Moondust palettes. They did this one, and they did a Night Out version with a bunch of more traditional metallic sparkles. So these ones are all different colors. You can see green, blues, blue-black, and this sort of metallic taupe right here is probably one of the only traditionally metallic colors in this palette. This is pink, that's purple, that's sort of reddish orange. This one's really green, blue. These two, this one's like black, but it has sort of a blue shift. And then this one is pewter, basically. And then the other palette they released, the Night Out, is it Night Out? I think it's Night Out, or, let me see. It was not the Night Out palette, it's, what the hell is going on? It's the Party Favor palette. So this is the other one they released of like sort of shimmery, that's similar to the Moon Dust stuff. And I really like this one a lot. I really liked the Moon Dust palette a lot. And I just am a huge fan of a lot of their sort of larger, interestingly packaged palettes. The Naked series, you know, I have the ones that I have. I don't go out of my way to find ones that I, you know, I'm not over the moon with every single palette that this series has. But this one, I'm excited. I like it. For me, it's worth the money. I think it's worth your coin if you like good quality. The quality here is pretty damn good so far. But we'll see. So, my first impression is that it's cool, it's worth a look, and at least a contemplation of purchase. For now. We'll see you guys later. I am Nini Manyani Gabor, and this has been my YouTube channel for now. Alright guys, you take care. We'll talk soon.